Most of you have gone on a date with a guy who was super nice. And if you rewarded that behavior,
men need incentive and need to be rewarded for being nice to women.
the world would be full of nice men.
Well, that's anything but nice.
You went home and you told your roommate about how you had a nice date and he was kind of fun, and then you went to go your toxic ex.
Can we all come to the understanding that this scenario does not mean that women reward bad behavior? Replace the toxic ex with drugs and alcohol. Would you draw the conclusion that all women just want to be drunk and do drugs? They don't want to be sober. People who are addicted to drugs and alcohol have similar patterns of behavior as people who continue to have relationships with their toxic ex. The man who's the toxic ex in this scenario is the result of unresolved trauma from past relationships, potentially with women who were toxic to him.
If you really wanted men to change, you could change all of it.
And once again, women bear the responsibility of this. Men can't be held accountable because unfortunately, apparently these are the priorities for a lot of men. Being a nice, good human being who treats women respectfully, wanting and taking sex from women.
Not rewarding the behavior that you don't like.
This is active addiction 101. It was very clear to me when I was drinking myself to death that alcohol was not serving me. However, because I developed an addiction to it, it became very difficult for me to stop drinking. The very thing that was destroying my life was the only thing I found comfort and relief in. The psychology of human behavior can be complex. Just like somebody who's constantly back and forth with a toxic relationship, there is some comfort and relief somewhere in there that they're going back to. And to any outside observer with no emotional attachment to this train wreck, it's not going to make any sense and it's going to be difficult to comprehend. I guess what I learned in my recovery from alcoholism was I stopped asking, why do people keep going back to things that clearly aren't serving them? And I started asking, what are you getting out of going back to something that's clearly not serving you?
You wanted men to be nice. All you had to do would be to only nice men and the entire world would change.
How can you have any pride as a man to promote this message to women? Well, if you want us to be nice to you, you're gonna have to sleep with us. The burden of responsibility on this is not on women and it's not on men. It's on all of us. The woman going back to the toxic ex and the toxic ex himself have to be guided to the realization that what they're engaging in isn't healthy. Because evidently these people may not think they're doing anything wrong. They might not see it as a problem. They may deny it and they may not even care. Much like drug addicts and alcoholics do.
The reason why men are the way they are, the reason they are competitive, the reason they are assertive, the reason they go to the gym all the time is because those are the behaviors that you reward.
I like that we've intentionally reached for characteristics that women may find attractive that aren't necessarily problematic. To solidify this point that men need incentive to be nice to women, you need to reward men with sex when they're nice to you. As a man, are you nice to other men? Why? What incentive and reward do you get from that? If someone is only receptive to you when you treat them badly, that is not a healthy person. And ask yourself what's more important, the humanity of this person or using them to get your rocks off? If men continue to only care about having sex with women more than the humanity of the women that they want to have sex with, are we starting to see why women would choose the bear?